Hello students, I am Akanksha and this is my channel Science Par Charcha, in which we will study about some of the very basic science concepts that are in our NCERT books, and I hope you all are as excited as I am to learn new things. So now we will begin with our today's class.
Good morning, students. So now we will start our class, but before starting, let me put my slide on the presentation mode and then we will begin with our class. So now, today we will study about viruses, okay? But before moving on to our topic, there is a slide in front of you. What all different organisms or like microorganisms or things can you observe in this slide? But according to me, I can see that these all are the images of different viruses and yeah, like some Ebola virus, HIV, influenza, rabies virus. Yes. So these all are the pictures of different types of viruses. And what I can observe in these pictures are these viruses have different shape. Like here they are round and they have spikes on them, longer spikes. They have here shorter spikes. And then this is not round, but a thread shape kind of thing. And in this, it is a diamond shape. And here, I don't know what shape, but yeah, spherical or cylindrical shape. And here it is like a different, like a magic stick, right? Here the shape of this virus is like a magic stick, right? So in conclusion, we can say that there are different types of viruses present in our surroundings, and they have different shapes, they have different colors, and they have different structures, right? So now moving on to our next slide, we will see what actually a virus is, right? So viruses, here we can see that viruses are most common types of pathogens, like most common. They can be found anywhere or everywhere in our surroundings, right? So viruses are like, it is an infectious agent. Infectious agent means they cause certain infections, right? That colonizes inside a living organism. Colonizes means that they reproduce, they multiply, and then they make a colony. Just like the colony that we live in, the society we live in, the same colony these viruses also make inside a living organism, right? And taking advantage of weak immunity power of a host body, it attacks the host cell. And then these viruses use the substances. Substances here means like they use the resources of the host cells or a host body, or they use the food. If we say in the simple language, they use the food of the host cell to survive and to reproduce. Then also it produce more viruses, like they reproduce, they multiply, and they do this to survive. And once the replication cycle end, then they travel to the new host. This is done why? Because if they multiply into only one host, then the resources will be finished. But if the resources are finished, then they will not be able to survive for much longer. So to survive and to keep going on with their reproduction and with their functioning, they enter this new host cell, right? A new host body. So now moving on to our next slide, we will see some more additional information about the viruses. First is they mainly damage the infected cells, right? The like first they enter the host body, they infect the cell, and then what they do is after infecting the cells, they damage it. And this can even, like this here means the virus can even stay dormant for a while before replicating. Like dormant here means like it will not cause any infection, it will not multiply, but like they will be in a hibernation kind of condition, right? Before replicating. So this was this point all about. Now moving on to next point. All these traits define pathogenic viruses. So all these traits, the traits that we read, like taking, like entering the host body, multiplying, then taking up the resource, and then damaging the infected cells, and these all functions that we saw of the viruses, these functions make the virus pathogenic, means harmful for the host body. And this is the main cause behind viral infections, right? Viral infections can be like the common cold we see in humans, right? And that tend to reoccur in the host body. So here we are done with the information about our viruses. Now, moving on to our next slide, we will see a certain disease. This disease is known as the SARS, right? The full form of this disease is severe acute respiratory syndrome. And why we are discussing this particular disease? Because this is given in your NCERTs. So here, the SARS is a kind of a disease that is caused by a virus, a certain virus, right? And the symptoms of this diseases are like there is fever, then there is dry cough, headache, muscles, like there is muscle ache, and then there is also difficulty in breathing symptoms. Like this disease is kind of a similar to the corona, like to the COVID that is going on right now. And also, this disease is caused by a certain virus. That virus is also in the family of coronavirus, right? So yes, this was all about today. Okay, so now we will, I will end my class here. What you have to now do is, first, I will first is thanks for watching this video. Now what you have to do is you have to like it, and also you have to comment on this video and share it with your friends and family, and also subscribe to my video and help my channel grow. Bye.